Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome to episode 2 of the Austrian Adventure. And up in today's episode, we have games away to LASK Linz first in the FA Cup, and then we have Sturm Graz away from home in the league. So, all in all, it's been quite a successful start to the season. It's 26th of October now, we're already about halfway through the regular season, obviously, because there's only 12 teams in the league there. And so far, we're sitting third in the league after 7 games, so it's going alright, 1-7, drew 3, lost 2, 24 points. We're 5 points off Wolfsburg, who are top of the league, and we're only 2 points behind Salzburg as well. And also, we are 13 points clear of Altac in 7th place. Obviously, at the end of the season, the two halves of the league get split into two. The top 6 go into the Championship group, and the bottom 6 go into the relegation group. So even though it's early stage, with 10 games to go yet, until the end of the regular season, it looks extremely likely that we're going to qualify for the Championship group, which of course is very nice. That's what we want to be in every single season, of course. And if we're going to miss out on one time, it'll be the first season. So I fully expect us to get to the Championship group every single season. If we don't, it'll be a massive, massive disaster. So that is good. I still highly doubt we'll win the league in the first season, of course. But let's hopefully get to the Championship group at least, and try and make it a decent season. Anyway, as you can see here, well, I was going to mention him in a bit, but you can see him already there. George Teagle is certainly the best player of the season for us by an absolute mile. Look at his average rating. He's got an average rating of 7.93. That's 0.3 better than the next best player, who's Christensen from Salzburg. And he's got 9 assists as well. Unfortunately, he's missing for the first game. Probably missing for both games, actually. He's got an injury, which is very, very costly, it has to be said, because he is our best player by a mile, as I said. He's out between 7 days to 2 weeks, so thankfully it's not too serious. A pulled calf muscle could be a lot worse, but to miss him is a big loss, has to be said. 11 games in the league, 9 assists, and 5 player of the matches with a 7.93. He's also got 11 assists in 16 games in all competitions and 7 player of the matches. So he's absolutely flying. What a hero he is, but unfortunately he's missing for this game in today's episode. Anyway, let's get to the recent results. And as you saw there, we've lost 2 games now. We lost 2 in the league, unfortunately. Since the last episode, the first episode there, we lost the final at home, of course. We drew away to Altac in the next game, which is a disappointing draw, has to be said. I think they're one of the weaker teams in the league, to be honest. And we went 1-0 up in this game through Pross. Then they made it 1-1, and then they went 2-1 up for a penalty. Fischer made it 2-2 in the 75th minute, but in all honesty, we should have won this game very, very comfortably. We were by far the better team. So to draw the game was really, really disappointing. After that, we drew at home to SV Ried 0-0, which again was very disappointing as well. One of the weaker teams in the league as well. So those 2 draws there were rather shocking. After that, we played Salzburg away. We lost that game 1-0. In the first half, well, we restricted Salzburg a lot, to be honest. They only had 2 shots in the first half, I think it was. But in the second half, they did come along quite strong. And unfortunately, they deserved the win in the end. But to only lose 1-0 away to Salzburg, who are by far the strongest team in the league. Of course, I'm not happy with a defeat, but I think it could be a lot worse than that. It could have been a 6 or 7-0 loss. So to only lose 1-0 was kind of satisfying at least. But this period of form here, as you see, was not great. It was 6 games without a win there. Of course, we had some big games in there as well, though, against Feyenoord twice, Rapid Vienna as well, and Salzburg. But still, against teams such as Altac and SV Ried, even at home to Rapid Vienna as well, should be winning those games. So it was a little bit of a disappointing run of form there. But we got through Sturm Graz somehow, away from home in the Austrian FA Cup second round in the next game, though. It was 2-2 after regular time. And we actually went 1-0 up in this game. It looked like we was actually cruising. Martel with the goal in the 7th minute. Unfortunately, though, I don't know when it was. It was before they scored their second goal, or maybe it was just after they scored their first goal, sorry. We got a player injured, and that was Galval. I've already made all my substitutions, so we went down to 10 men. And then they went 1-1, and then they went 2-1 up through Forsten Schick. But then they got a player sent off in the 93rd minute. So Ohio popped up with a goal in the 93rd minute to make it 2-2. Went to penalties, and thankfully we won on the penalty shootout. We actually, in the penalty shootout, it was very, very interesting and very, very nerve-wracking as well. They missed their second penalty. We followed it up by missing our second penalty. They then missed their 4th penalty, and we followed up by missing our 4th penalty as well. So I thought that was it. We've blown this. But thankfully, somehow we managed to get through the penalty shootout. It's a really tricky Sturm Graz side away from home, so that was a great win there. But after that, we got dealt a very tricky game again. This time away to LASK Linz in the Austrian FA Cup 3rd round. So we haven't been very lucky with our draw in the FA Cup this season, but hopefully we'll be more lucky as time goes on. After that Sturm Graz away draw there, we got through on penalties. We had a brilliant win, best win of the season probably. We beat Wolfsburg 4-0 at home. Obviously one of the biggest clubs in the league as well, and they're actually sitting top of the league at the minute. We're the only team to beat them so far. Ohio made it 1-0 in the 16th minute. Then Fischer scored 2 goals to make it 3-0 at half time. And And then a player sent off in the 85th minute, and then Keles made it 4-0 in the 86th minute. So that was a massive win there. Brilliant win as well. After that, though, we lost away to LASK Linz in the league 1-0. 1-0, their late goal through Windbigler. But again, we were probably the better team in the game, so it's unfortunate to lose that game. But we backed it up with 2 wins in a row, both away from home as well. We beat Admira Wacker Modelling away 1-0, Jurichin on the score sheet there. And then just before the episode, played Hartberg away from home, and we beat them 2-0 away from home as well. So it's been a steady start to the season. The last 5 games have been pretty good. 4 wins out of the last 5, of course, and that has included games against Sturm Graz, Wolfsberger and LASK. So things are going quite well again. Get 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games as well. So we're looking quite solid. Nothing spectacular, but to be honest, it's going better than I expected it to go. Anyway, in terms of the squad, well, we've got 2 new additions to the squad, not transfers. 2 call-ups from the B team, Young Violets Austria, and the under-18 team as well. The first one that's there is Ziad El Shiwi, probably our biggest prospect at the club currently. Actually 5 stars, 2.5 stars. He was in the under-18s, but I decided to call him up for the first team because we had an injury to Galval. Yeah, he had an injury to Galval. He's back in 3 days. I decided to bring up El Shiwi. Call up El Shiwi as a little bit of a backup option, but he's played a couple of games and he's done really well. 7.17, so at the moment he's stayed in the first team. Galval is still injured, but our backup left back Antovsky is a bit hit and miss, and also he's a bit of a moaning myrtle. So I'm keeping El Shiwi in the first team for now. Hopefully he continues to impress. And also I've called up, wherever he is, where is he? Shaba Mesta. He's a Hungarian footballer. He plays in the B team. Well, he did play in the B team. I called him up for the first team because the forward options this season have been going, well, not great at all. And also, he's playing obviously in the B team who play in the first division here. He's scored 5 goals in 8 games in the first division. So I decided to call him up for the first team, see what he can do for us, see if he can bang the goals in for us in the Premier Division as well. Unfortunately, in the 2 starts he's had, not been too impressive with a 6.6 there. But still going to give him a bit more chances, of course. And hopefully he can start to come good for us. Anyway, let's get to the first game then. Away to LASK Linz in the FA Cup 3rd round. We got through very nicely through Sturm Graz in the 2nd round. Can we back that up, though, with a nice win against LASK Linz as well? Well, that would be very, very nice, of course. Anyway, this is the team for today's game. We've got Pence in goal, Martins right back, El Shiwi left back, and we've got Mu and Martel centre backs, and we've got Fischerauer, Bernalda, and Damaku in midfield. Picard on the right, Jurichin on the left, and Ohio up front. So as I said, going forward, it's been a bit of a chore this season. It's not been great at all. Can't just find a consistency of what players to play there, to be honest. Picard is back from injury, which is great. He hasn't been too impressive so far, though. He did score in the last game, though, against Hartberg, sorry. So that is something at least, but his other games he's been pretty woeful. Jurichin is very, very hit and miss, but he's definitely our best forward option at the club. And the last couple of games he's been pretty good. He's got 2 goals and assists in the last 2 games, so that is great. But I'm still trying to work out what his best position is. Is it the left? Is it up front? Is it the right? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. He's playing on the left today, though. Ohio starts up front as well, but he's very, very, very hit and miss. The midfield options, been quite impressed with them so far this season. Not been amazing, but quite consistent, averagely consistent, shall we say, but by far the best positions on the pitch so far this season have been the defence. As you see there from just the 5 who started today, all in the green there, where no one else in the team is in the green in terms of average rating. So the defence is certainly our strong suit, but going forward, not amazing. Anyway though, LASK Linz away from home. Can we do another big scalp in the Austrian FA Cup? Well, let's find out. Well, we only just played LASK a couple of games ago and obviously lost 1-0 away from home, but we were very unfortunate to lose that game. So I've got confidence we can get through this FA Cup tie here, but it's going to be tricky, of course. We've been given two very tricky FA Cup draws, it has to be said. Both away from home as well, which is disappointing. Anyway, we've got a first highlight of the game here, 7 minutes in. Here's Schlager to Lucaneda. There is Boller. Also, you may have noticed I made a little bit of a tweak to the formation there. Changed from a shadow striker to Mazzala on support because Djukic, he was putting some horrendous ratings as a shadow striker. So I decided to switch things up there a little bit. He's been a little bit better as a Mazzala, it has to be said, but still nothing sensational. But shadow striker just was not working here at all, to be honest. Anyway, here's LASK Linz with the ball still. Here's Schmidt all the way back to the keeper, which is kind of bizarre. There's Lucaneda to Mikul. Here's Renner. We normally have Teagle there at right back. And who could have predicted that? Who could have predicted that? Martins has given away a penalty very early on here. Not what we like to see. It's McCall to take it. Go on, Pence. He dived the right way, but it was a pretty good penalty, it has to be said. Please remember, if you like this video, guys, to hit that like button for me. And also, if you're interested in seeing daily FootballManager content, then hit that subscribe button. It really helped me out, and much appreciated as well. So it's not a great start here to the FA Cup, it has to be said, but it's a long way to go yet. I knew that was going to be a penalty given away. Just tell, looking at the play, that Martin's going to give away a penalty. Unfortunately, missing Teagle for today's game, but we need to do well in his absence, boys. Yeah, this game is not going well at all for us so far. Only one shot in the game, only been one highlight in the game so far as well, and that is the penalty. So it's not a lavish tie, is it? Not a lavish FA Cup tie at all. Wow. Absolutely terrible. What a terrible first half of football that was. Filth. Absolute filth. You've been terrible so far. Sort it out. Couldn't have said it even better myself. Martin McCarr, 6 point. As I said, the forward options is just disgraceful. And the thing that makes me even more worried is the fact that we haven't really got any amazing forward options coming through at the club. So it's a concern. I cannot wait. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I manage a team that have got a great youth system, the biggest highlight for me of the season is the announced new intake of youth players. I cannot wait to see the new intake of youth players. Let's hope that some sort of great forward option comes through in the intake. But knowing my luck, we'll get nothing. So at the moment, the forward options is very, very concerning. Obviously, being in debt as well, we haven't got much money to spend on some new players. So that is really, really concerning. Anyway, Picard has been useless so far, so we're going to take him off. I'm going to bring on... No, I'm going to bring on Yatiki for him. Put Yatiki up front, put Ohio on the right there. You know what, Fisher, you're rubbing off on the players there, being frustrated. So we're going to take you off as well. We're going to bring on Manfred Fisher. He's a brilliant player, so let's bring him on. Well, a brilliant player for us, shall we say. 2 changes at half-time, but needed some changes. Yet to see a highlight for us. LASK are kind of dominating things here, has to be said. And 10 minutes into the second half, it's just the same as the first half. No highlights. We finally get a highlight now. Here is El Shiwi. As I said, probably the biggest prospect at the club. He passes it into Juricin. Damaku, shoot! He does shoot. Oh, my word. He's straight in the middle of the goal, but it was a great save from the keeper there. But finally we see something. That is something at least. We finally see something. We get a corner out of it as well. Fisher to take it. He crosses it in. That's cleared. Ronaldo's going to get there, though. Pass it back to El Shiwi. And the highlight. Alright, let's make another couple of changes here. Who can we bring on? No, let's bring on Mester. Let's see if he can do anything for us. Bring him up front. Let's bring on Jukic as well. We'll bring him on for... Oh. Going to make 3 substitutions in the FA Cup, apparently. Can make 5 in the league. Anyway, here's your Tiki. Want a highlight here? Nope. Definitely not. It was a very bizarre shot, wasn't it? Very, very bizarre. Long throw chance here. Martin's with it. He pings it into Mester and then passes it back to Martins, quite bizarrely, but we've got the ball on the attack. Martins, oh my word. Thought it was going in the back of the net. Still got it though. Here's Fisher. To Mool. Get in the box. Damaku. Fisher. Mester, come on, it's your chance. It's your time. Get in there. There he is. Our young Hungarian, Shava Mester with the goal there. His first goal for the club. 19 years of age. He doesn't look like much. He's not amazing, has to be said, but if he develops nicely in the first season here, then he could be our striker for next season. We shall see, but he scored a goal, so that's great. He scored a goal. Nice composure from the lad as well. Well, 15 minutes to go here in this second half. We've been very, very much improved. As you see here, it's very, very level pegging between the two clubs now, so either one of us can go through at this point. 10 minutes to go, but here is LASK. Ragus. Oh, no. We've only seen one chance from the entire game, and now we see the second chance from, and they've scored. Of course they have. Marco Ragus with the goal. Brilliant. Love it. Alright, let's go attacking. Devastating the fact that we've only seen really 2 chances from them in the game and highlights that they scored from both of them, which is really disappointing, of course. Gone attacking now. Let's see that make a difference in the last 9 minutes, but that is not great. Not great at all. Disappointed as well, because we're much improved in the second half. We probably deserve to take it through the extra time penalties, but this game has gone rather quickly, it has to be said. And yes, second half we were by far the better team, so to lose it 2-1 is really disappointing. We're out of the FA Cup, unfortunately. Of course, we're out of the Europa Conference League as well, couldn't qualify for that. But to be honest, I'm not too disheartened because we have had difficult draws. I'm not making excuses, or I am kind of making excuses, but you see where I'm going with it. We got knocked out the final in the final qualifying round there, the Open Conference League. We should be knocked out of the final, let's be honest. And then we've been dealt Sturm Graz away and LASK away in the FA Cup as well. So it's not looking too good from the club vision here now. Failed in both the Open Conference League and the Austrian FA Cup. Only a C+, so need to really impress in the league. Reach Championship Group is the minimum expectation. Hopefully we can do that. I'm pretty sure we will do that. Obviously, in terms of the next game, we're going to face Sturm Graz away from home. We've been really poor this season so far, actually. They're sitting 8th in the league. We're only 11 points. We've actually got 13 more points than them. They've only got 2 wins in the entire season, so it's a tricky game away to them because obviously they're a big Austrian club, but the way they're performing this season, I fancy our chances to win that game. We've also got to play a game off camera, and that is at home to WSG Tirol. We're sitting bottom of the league currently, so hopefully we can win that game, get some confidence to go into the Sturm Graz game. So I'll bring you back for the Sturm Graz game. Hopefully we can win that one and end the episode on a high. Well, this could be the shortest series in history. Unfortunately, we just drew at home to bottom of the league, WSG Tirol. Yeah, shocking. Absolutely shocking. We were 1-0 down early on through Awuja. We by far the better team in the game, by the way, but they weren't looking dangerous in this game. There was a few times when my head was in my hands, just waiting for a goal to be scored, basically. But luckily for us, Pence made a couple of good saves in this game as well. Martin McCall made it 1-1 at least in the 72nd minute. We should have won the game, as I said. They had some dangerous chances as well. So to draw at home to the bottom of the league club was pretty abysmal. And being knocked out, obviously, in the Europa Conference League, didn't reach the expectation. Never reached the group stage, failed, and reached semi-final of the Austrian FA Cup as well, failed there. So when you start to see your manager performance at C+ in the C's, you really can start to panic about possibly getting sacked. Of course, job security is stable currently. We're not actually under threat at the moment, but all you need is 2 or 3 losses in a row, and the pressure starts to pile on. I think lucky the fact that I won't get sacked this season, the fact that we're going to reach the Championship Group, well, hopefully, unless something goes disastrous. But at the moment, in other competitions, this season is not going too well. But I think it's a bigger picture than that, though, to be honest. I'm a little disappointed in the fact that it says failed and failed, of course, because we had Feyenoord there, and then we had LASK Linz away from home in the FA Cup third round. So it is 2 very tricky draws to get through, it has to be said. And also, sign players under the age of 23 with the first team. That's just ridiculous because we were in debt. We've got no money, so how am I supposed to do that? No idea. Anyway, a bit of good news, though, is the under-18s are absolutely smashing the Youth Academy League this season. They've played 12 games, and they've won all 12 games with a plus 37 goal difference as well. So they're absolutely flying in the Austrian Youth Academy. So that makes good viewing. Very, very good viewing. Plus 37 goal difference is absolutely insane. In terms of the youth prospects, so the under-18s, there's not really too much here to talk of right now. Maybe some of them can develop quite nicely. We'll pick some of them out in the near future. But one of them who looks quite decent is Sotaluti, but he's a left back and he's behind El Shiwi as well. So not looking to bring him in anytime soon as well. In terms of the Young Violets Austria as well, they're doing really well as well. They're sitting second in the Austrian First Division with 27 points, 8 wins, 3 draws and 3 losses. They're doing really, really well. And one player who's really impressing is Leonardo Ivkic. He's up to 3 stars now, so it won't be long until I come up for the first team, that is for sure. But saying that, we've got quite good centre-backs as it is, so I don't really want to call up Ivkic. And the fact that he's actually flourishing in the B team here, and he's developing quite nicely as well, he keeps improving. I might just leave him there for the season, to be honest, and have a better player next season. So he's doing really well. He's not amazing, but he's only 18, and as you see there, he's got some potential about him, so he's one to certainly look out for. But other than that, there's not really too much to talk of in terms of the B team and the under-18 team. But they're both doing really, really well. They're second, and obviously the under-18 team are just absolutely smashing their division there. So after we drew at home to WSG Tirol, we are still sitting third in the league, but it's a shocking draw to have. They're off the bottom now. But away to Sturm Graz in this game now. They're sitting 8th in the league with only 14 points. So certainly got a chance to win this game. And after drawing at home to WSG Tirol, it'd be a great thing to back that up with a win away to Sturm Graz, of course. In terms of the team sheet for today's game, well, Lucas Galval comes back in the team in place of El Shiwi. El Shiwi had a poor game there against Tirol. He got 6.3. And also the fact that we're playing one of the big teams here, I feel like it just makes more sense to give a bit of experience in there in Galval. Also, Damaku, I don't know if he started the last game, but he comes back in the team anyway for Bernalda. Fisher and Dukic in midfield as well. Picard had a really good game there against Tirol. Obviously got the goal. He got an 8.2 as well, I think. Juricin on the left-hand side. And Mester is back in the team as well. But he's certainly hit and miss. Also, Another bit of good news is George Teagle is back on the bench. Not quite fully fit for the game, but he is there if we need him, and we probably will need him at some point. Sturm Graz away from home. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Sturm Graz are really struggling this season. They might not even make it into the championship group, so this is a game we certainly can win, and after drawing at home to Tyrol, this has certainly been the nicest thing to do here, is just back that up with a win away to Sturm Graz. Be forgiven if we the draw at home to Tyrol. Anyway, Mester is through here. Mester! That's certainly a head-in-hands moment, that. He's banging in the goals in the first division, but I'll say he's not doing the business for us. He has scored 2 goals. Actually, 1 goal, actually. Yeah, he scored 1 goal in the cup, and that was it. But give him more time, Mester. Give him more time. He doesn't look very good, though, to be fair. He's not amazing, and you just gave the ball away there. So, not amazing at all. Anyway, it's been quite a lively start to the game. Here's Handel. We passed it to Moore. Handel's had a really good season, by the way. He's been really, really impressive. Here's Bakar. Finally starting to see good things from him, and he feeds through Djukic. This is a dangerous looking attack here. To Martins. Decent right back, but nothing compared to Teagle. Can he get an assist though? Bakar gets in there. It's his 2nd goal in the space of 2 games. Nice. Great start to this match. As I said, if we can win this game, that'll certainly make up for drawing at home to the bottom of the league team there, Tyrol. So this will be great. Great start to the match. Really, really good. Bakar with a goal. He might be a good little player, Bakar. He might be a good little player. An assist from Martins as well, just slagged him off, saying how good Teagle is, but he got an assist there, didn't he? Nice headed goal from Bakar as well. Gets in there. Great start to the match. Sturm Graz had to have a shot in the match. Got back on the highlight though, 14 minutes in. Here's Jaeger. To Hielander. He passes it to Borkovic. There's Gierhofer. Back to Borkovic. Now here's Schick. We don't want to concede straight away after scoring, after leading the game. Definitely not. Be nice in some games if we can just get a 2-3 goal cushion just to relax. We did against Wolfsberger. Anyway, another attacker. Here is Juricin. Sturm Graz is not really a great team so far this season. Of course, it's in. Djukic! 2-0. Oh, no. Especially against teams like this as well, against teams like Sturm Graz. Obviously, when we're not dominating the game, we are a better team. We need to try and get a 2nd goal to get a little cushion. Otherwise, things like that could happen. They almost scored from a corner there. Lots of highlights in this game, but not too many chances. Here's Jantscher for Sturm Graz. Back to Jaeger. Here's Schick. To Hielander. Please excuse my pronunciations of some of these names, by the way. It's quite hard, some of these names to pronounce, and I'm not the best at it. Oh no. What have you done there? What have you done there, you absolute donut? You absolute donut. You know what? In that game there against Tyrol, I saw our defenders miss a couple of headers, and some of it was just absolutely terrible positioning. Nothing to do with the defensive line. The positioning was just absolute filth. And what is he doing there? What is he doing? What is the keeper doing as well? But first of all, what is that defender doing? I think that's more absolutely pathetic. How has he got a green rating? I have no idea. Well, take the green rating away from me. He doesn't deserve it. Absolutely pathetic that was. Pathetic. Back in the highlight, here's Fischer. Just gave away such a cheap goal there. So cheap. Here's Handel. To Fischer. To Mester. There's Djukic. Fischer on the run. Come on. Oh, lovely finish. Lovely finish from Manfred Fischer. Get in. Back in the lead again. I'll tell you one thing about us this season, Austria Vienna. We are very, very inconsistent. You don't know what you're going to get from us. Definitely not. But we get back in the lead, so that's great. Lovely run from Fischer there as well. He's probably our best midfielder, to be honest, Fischer. So it's nice to see him score a goal there. Definitely the better team in the game, but it's only 2-1, of course. Giving away that cheap goal was really disappointing, but we could be going into half-time leading the game, so that's great. Got another highlight here. It's Martins with a throw-in. He throws it into Bakar. Pass out to Martins. Chance to make it 3-1 before half-time. Bit of a cushion. No, the keeper gathers it easily. Siebenhandel. Something like that. Anyway, he kicks it long. Don't miss a header again. Yeah, thank you. Uncontested, you're alright, aren't you? Anyway, here's Fischer. Looking quite good in this game, though, but it's only 2-1, as I said. Damaku, no time for playing up, pal. You're a ball in midfielder. Don't need to see you doing tricks. Here's Fischer. Back to Handel. Don't quite know what he's doing there, but Mester's going to get there. To Fischer. It's Juricin. Back to Mester. Galval. Mester. In the box. Oh, the keeper gathers it easily again. Do we made on the highlight here? Kicks it long again. Oh, what on earth are you doing? What is he doing? He's frustrating me. Moore is frustrating me. He's got a 7.3 though. How has he got a 7.3? Goodness sake. I'm happy with it. You know what? I'm not liking the look of that. I'm going to put the defensive line just back to standard. They're trying to exploit it. I don't like it. Handel on the left is an absolute beast in the air, but Mull, I don't think he's quite as tall as Handel. 6'2". Well, he should be good in the air, shouldn't he? He is quite good in the air, but he's certainly been the one who's getting exploited today. Handel's 6'5". He's got great jumping reach, of course, so they're not exploiting him. Anyway, Galval brought me back into the team today. Hasn't really impressed. They're going to bring El Shiwi back on. Tamaku is not playing particularly well, so I'll bring on Branoda. And also, I'll take Mester off as well, and I'll bring on Yatiki. 25 minutes to go. The game has been quite dull, especially in this second half. But we're still winning the game. It's only 2-1, as I said, a very, very slender lead. It'd be nice to get a third goal. Although, to be honest, we're very happy there's not another single highlight in the game. That made me very happy. So at least I know we win the game then. You know what? Bring on Teagle for the last 20 minutes or so. Bring him on for Martins. Leave one substitution available as well in case something bad happens with an injury. Against the bigger teams like this, especially when it's a slender lead, I won't make all the substitutions because I've seen it happen before in this series that we got an injury late on and they score from it. So, and that was against Sturm Graz as well. So I'm leaving a substitution spare. Anyway, it's El Shiwi. Get out of his way, mate. It's Juricin. Come on, let's make it 3-1 here in this highlight. El Shiwi. To Fischer. To Branoda. Nice. Out to El Shiwi. Come on. How's your crossing ability? No, he's offside. I don't think it's very good actually. I think he's got like 6 crossing. Very, very poor. Less than 10 minutes to go. We need to win this game. Less than 5 minutes to go now. Come on, boys. Stop time wasting. Come on. Actually, I don't want to go very defensive. I want to go just stay up. No. Stay balanced. 3 minutes to go. We're on the highlight though. We've still got the ball. Just keep the ball. No. Teagle, he can get assists. Come on, Teagle. Make it 3-1. Just let's relax the last couple minutes here. Teagle, get in the box. What are you doing, Teagle? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, seriously. Oh, here we go. I was thinking, how is he not offside there? It's because he's in our own half. He's in his own half, isn't he? Oh, my word. Can't even make changes to it anymore. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Wow. Brilliant. Not a great episode, is it? Not a great episode at all. Obviously, we lost away to LASK Linz, 2-1 in the FA Cup there, where it was a very tight game. We then faced Tyrol at home, off camera, with the worst team in the league, according to the league table this season. Drew that 1-1, and then we're 2-1 up away to Sturm Graz with 2 minutes to go, and we blow it. Wow. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Well, we remain third in the league for now, but Rapid Vienna, our fierce rivals, are 3 points behind with 2 games in hand. We're still a healthy 11 points clear of 7th place. Admira Wacker modelling there. They've got a game in hand, but as I said, we've only 8 games to go now. It's looking extremely like we're going to qualify for the championship group, but I want to pick up as many wins as possible because looking at the league table this season, it could have been there for the taking, to be honest. Of course, Salzburg are still probably going to win the title, but it's not like they're running away with it. They've dropped points in 5 games. Obviously, they're still unbeaten. Wolfsburg have not been incredible. Just been inconsistent. Drawn away to Sturm Graz, even Tirol there. It's 4 points better off. We'll be second in the league right now, and only 2 points behind Salzburg, which should be happening. So, very, very disappointing. As I said, we're very, very inconsistent. You never know what to get from us. That late goal there from Holland, whatever you want to call him. We're not going to call him Haaland. If we call him Haaland, then he's going to turn out to be an absolute beast. He's nowhere near the same. Who is this? He's 18 only. He's quite decent. This Hodgland, or Holland, whatever you want to call him anyway, though. 3 disappointing results here. Obviously, that Tirol game came off camera, but that was really shocking as well. And just that was so disappointing there. Just 1 more minute to go. And of all people, Teagle get the ball away. Our best player by an absolute mile. But hey-ho, I'll have to move on. Home to Klagenfurt in the next game. Let's hope and pray we'll win that game. Got to win that game. So we've got Rapid Vienna away after that. Then we've got to face Altac and Ried away from home. So Ried having quite a decent season in 5th place. So hopefully we can win. Hopefully we can get 7 points at least from the next 4 games. If we do that, I think we're guaranteed the championship group, to be honest. In terms of the next episode, I'll bring you back for Salzburg at home and Wolfsburg away as well. Got a big old gap between the Ried and the Salzburg game. 2-month break there, so that's it's kind of bizarre. Is it the World Cup? No, it's not the World Cup, is it? No, so I don't know quite why we got a 2-month break there, to be honest. But anyway, bring you back for the Salzburg and Wolfsburg games. Hopefully, as I said, we get 7 points in the next 4 games and start to ease the pressure here a little bit. Because as I said, we can start going on the bad run of form, then it could be curtains for me here in the first season. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. Please remember, if you like the video, to hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, please, guys. It'd really help me out. And much appreciated as well. Thanks again for watching. And I'll see you for the next one.